spend 20 minutes reading a book? Why does staying in bed feel comfortable while getting up early feels painful? The answer is simple. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Thousands of years ago, life looked very different. There were no offices, no smartphones, no grocery stores. Every day was about survival. People had to find food, avoid danger, and stay alive. If they made too many risky decisions, they might not live long enough to see another day. Your brain still carries that ancient survival system. The world has changed. Your brain has not. That is why your mind always looks for the safest option. Save energy. Avoid risk. Stay with the group. Do what feels familiar. These rules helped your ancestors survive. But today, they can stop you from growing. Imagine you decide to wake up 1 hour earlier tomorrow. Tonight, you feel excited. You set your alarm. You promise yourself this time will be different. Then morning comes. The alarm rings. Immediately, your brain starts talking. You didn't sleep enough. You can start tomorrow. 1 more hour won't matter. You deserve some rest. Notice something. Your brain never says, wake up, your future depends on this. It always argues for comfort, not because it hates you, because it wants to save energy. Energy was once very valuable. Long ago, nobody knew when the next meal would come, so the brain learned to protect every bit of energy it could. Today, food is everywhere, but your brain still acts as if every calorie must be saved. That is why sitting on the couch feels natural. Exercise feels unnatural. Your brain asks one simple question before almost every decision. Can I do this with less effort? If the answer is yes, it pushes you toward the easier path. That is why elevators are more tempting than stairs. Fast food is more tempting than cooking. Scrolling is easier than studying. Complaining is easier than solving problems. Easy always wins, unless you take control. There is another trick your brain plays. It loves what is familiar, even if familiar makes you unhappy. Think about people who stay in jobs they hate for 20 years. Why do they stay? It is not always because they enjoy the work. It is because the job feels predictable. The paycheck arrives every month. The routine feels safe. Leaving means entering the unknown. The unknown makes the brain nervous. The same thing happens in relationships, friendships, habits, even negative thinking. Some men have spent so many years telling themselves they are not good enough that those thoughts begin to feel normal. The thoughts are painful, but they are familiar, and the brain often chooses familiar over better. That is why change feels uncomfortable. You are asking your brain to leave a place it understands. Imagine walking into a dark forest. You cannot see what is ahead. Every sound feels louder. Every step feels risky. That is exactly how your brain sees change, even when that new path leads to a better life. Now think about learning to drive. The first few lessons probably felt stressful. You had to think about every movement.